This is Italian Football Lover channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 27, games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. Thanks so much. Let's start with Leverkusen Bochum game off. Bochum is third to last on the point table. They're in so hard relegation battle. And this Bochum team, my dear friends, this Bochum team lost against Hoffenheim 1-0 at home. Again, they lost against 3-1 Frankfurt at home. And Bochum team, my dear friends, this Bochum team won versus 3-2 Bayern Munich in last away game. Surprisingly, it was their first away game victory this season before they stayed draw against Wolfsburg 1-1 in away game. And Leverkusen is going to be at home. They stayed draw against 0-0 Bayern Munich at home. They lost against 2-0 Bremen in last match at home. Leverkusen is on the second spot. They are 6 points back of Bayern Munich, my dear friends. And at the same time, Leverkusen won versus 4-3 Stuttgart in last away game. Leverkusen is stronger and better team than Bochum in every way. This time they will make the advantage of playing at home and they will win over against Bochum. Leverkusen 3, Bochum 1 is my prediction for this game. Second game, Bayern Munich, St. Pauli. Bayern Munich is at the top position. They are 6 points ahead of Leverkusen. And Bayern Munich team lost against 3-2 Bochum in last match at home. Surprisingly, that result astonished me so much. And before Bayern Munich won versus Frankfurt 4-0 at home, they stayed draw against Union Berlin 1-1 in last away game. This Bayern Munich team, they couldn't get any victory in the recent 2 games of Bundesliga. And St. Pauli team is close to relegation zone. They won versus 1-0 Hoffenheim in last match at home before they lost against 2-0 Dortmund at home. St. Pauli stayed draw against Wolfsburg 1-1 in away game before they lost against 2-0 Mainz in away game. St. Pauli is weak team. This is time to win for Bayern Munich at home. They will win over against St. Pauli. Bayern Munich 3, St. Pauli 0 is my prediction for this game. Holstein Kiel, Werder Bremen. Holstein Kiel is at the bottom of the point table. They are in so bad situation. They will play in Bundesliga 2 likely next season. They lost against Heidenheim 3-1 in last away game. They lost against 2-0 Leverkusen at home. They stayed draw against 2-2 Stuttgart at home in the last game, this Holstein Kiel team. And at the same time, Werder Bremen team, my dear friends, lost against Wolfsburg 2-1 at home. They lost against 4-2 Mönchengladbach in last match at home, but they won versus 2-0 strong opponent Leverkusen in last away game, my dear friends. And my dear friends, this is gonna be so hard clash. Holstein Kiel is going to be so ambitious at home to take points from this game. This game may end up in draw. Please don't forget that, my dear friends. Draw is possible in that game. But Werder Bremen is stronger and better team than Holstein Kiel. Although they play in away game, I want to take a chance to Werder Bremen for victory just by 1 goal difference. Holstein Kiel 1, Werder Bremen 2 is my prediction for this game. Mönchengladbach Leipzig. Mönchengladbach is going to be at home, but Mönchengladbach is playing better in away games as of lately. Adverse of the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, they were playing better at home, but now they are playing better in away games. They won versus 2-1 Union Berlin in away game. They won against 4-2 Werder Bremen in last away game. They won against 3-0 Heidenheim in away game, but Gladbach lost against 3-0 Augsburg at home. Again, they lost against 3-1 Mainz in last match at home. Leipzig team got some draws in away games. Leipzig stayed draw against Augsburg and Freiburg 0-0 in the recent 2 away games. Leipzig team won versus 2-0 Dortmund in last match at home. They lost against 2-1 Mainz at home before. This is gonna be so hard clash. It's one of the hardest games to predict this weekend in Bundesliga. Any result is possible in that game. But I feel in that way, Leipzig won't lose this game. Leipzig will take points from this game. Maybe Leipzig may win this game, my dear friends. They are closer to victory than Mönchengladbach. This is my opinion. But my prediction is going to be draw for that game. Draw. Mönchengladbach 1, Leipzig 1. And Wolfsburg Heidenheim off. Wolfsburg is going to be at home. And this Wolfsburg team is good and decent team. They stayed draw against St. Pauli and Bochum 1-1 in the recent 2 games at home. They lost against Augsburg 1-0 in last away game. Heidenheim team got some draws in away games. They stayed draw against Hoffenheim 1-1 in away game. They remained draw against 2-2 Leipzig in away game. Heidenheim won versus Holstein Kiel 3-1 in last match at home. They are second to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation struggle, my dear friends. But this game may end up in draw. This is gonna be so hard clash, but with home advantage, and Wolfsburg is better team than Heidenheim in every way. Just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Wolfsburg for victory. Wolfsburg 2, Heidenheim 1 is my prediction for this game. Hoffenheim, Augsburg. Hoffenheim isn't so bad situation, but they stayed draw against Stuttgart and Heidenheim 1-1 draw in the recent 2 games at home with same results. Hoffenheim lost against St. Pauli 1-0 in last away game. Augsburg team got no defeat for a long time in Bundesliga. They are showing us so good performances. They have so strong team defense. They not concede even a goal for a long time. They stayed draw against 0-0 Freiburg at home. They won versus 1-0 Wolfsburg in last match at home. Augsburg team won versus 3-0 Gladbach in away game. Again they won against 1-0 Dortmund in last away game. My dear friends, Augsburg is seeming closer to victory than Hoffenheim. But I feel in that way Hoffenheim will force Augsburg. This time my prediction is going to be again draw for that game. Hoffenheim 1, Augsburg 1. And Frankfurt, Stuttgart, Frankfurt is going to be at home, and Frankfurt team got 2 successive defeats at home. They lost against 2-1 Union Berlin at home. They lost against 4-1 Leverkusen at home. They won versus 3-1 Bochum in last away game. Stuttgart team is so inconsistent team. They stayed draw against Holstein Kiel 2-2 in away game. Before they stayed draw against Hoffenheim 1-1 in away game. Stuttgart lost against 4-3 Leverkusen in last match at home. Again, I want to point out that this game may end up in draw, but Frankfurt is on the 4th spot. This season, Frankfurt is showing better performances than Stuttgart. They will make the advantage of playing at home. Nevertheless, draw is possible in that game, but just by 1 goal margin. I want to take a chance to Frankfurt for victory. Frankfurt 3, Stuttgart 2 is my prediction for this game. Freiburg, Union Berlin off. Freiburg is going to be at home, and they are on the 6th spot. They are showing us so good performances this season. They are quality team. They won versus 5-0 Bremen at home. They stayed draw against Leipzig 0-0 in last match at home. Again, Freiburg stayed draw against 2-2 Mainz in last away game. Union Berlin team is not so good team, my dear friends. They are so inconsistent team. They lost against 1-0 Holstein Kiel at home. They stayed draw against 1-1 Bayern Munich in last match at home. But Berlin lost against 6-0 Dortmund in away game. But they won versus Frankfurt 2-1 in last away game. This is gonna be so hard clash. But I count on Freiburg more than Union Berlin for victory. I want to take a chance to Freiburg at home for victory. Freiburg 1, Union Berlin 0 is my prediction for this game. Dortmund, Mainz, this is the last match of the week. Dortmund is so inconsistent team. It's so hard to make prediction on Dortmund's matches, but this time they are going to be at home. But they lost against Augsburg 1-0 in last match at home. Before they won versus 6-0 Union Berlin at home. Dortmund lost against 2-0 Leipzig in last away game. And Mainz is good and quality team. Mainz is on the 3rd spot. It was very surprising. Really acclaims and cheers to this Mainz team. They got back-to-back good results. They stayed draw against 2-2 Freiburg at home. They won versus 2-1 Leipzig in away game. Again, they won against Mönchengladbach 3-1. In the last away game, they got 2 consecutive victories in away games, my dear friends. Any result is possible in that game. This is gonna be so challenging game. But I feel in that way, this time, this is my intuition. We are going to see what's going to be happen. I want to take a chance to Dortmund for victory. Borussia Dortmund 2, Mainz 1 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this. Match day 27 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may write your comments down below. Please click the like button. It makes me so glad. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye!